Isn't it funny how yesterday I talked about the Jays winning 3-0 over the San Diego Padres? Vibes good. However, the offense still hasn't scored 5 runs in a good while. And it's like the fellas watch the video and they're like, oh, you want offense? Oh, we'll bring out the big bats today. 14-0 beatdown of the San Diego Padres. Now, did the Padres help the Jays extend the lead late in this ball game? You're darn tootin' they did, but you know what the Jays did? They capitalized. They didn't squander an opportunity. They buried them. 14-0 as the Blue Jays are now 24-24 on the season, back to 500. At the very worst, you've won the series. And going up against the Tigers and the Padres, and you lost 2 one-run games to the Detroit Tigers, and you've won the series against the Padres. Worst case scenario, you leave those 2 series 500. That ain't bad. Now, you have a chance tomorrow to do a thing that hasn't been done in a while, and that is be above the 500 mark. They always get to 500, and then, But let's see how tomorrow goes. Bowden Francis gets the hill, so we'll see how that goes. But regardless of that, let's talk about this ball game. And it was a weird top of the first inning, right? Kevin Gausman gets called for a balk, and we're like, are you serious right now? Like, it's not a balk. And if people start saying, well, maybe because they talked about the umpire not being used to this, he was National League umpire. Well, that's the case. Call him the first freaking batter, not 3 guys in. Regardless of that, he gets called for a balk. Arias goes to third with only 1 out for Manny Machado. But he gets the pop out and the strikeout to get out of the inning. And from that moment onwards, Kevin Gausman was locked the hell in. Yes, the Jays won 14-0. But Kevin Gausman was in this game right till it was 2-0. Like, he was deep into this ball game. And then the offense took over. Bottom 5 with Ernie Clement on base, Nathan Lucas at the dish. He gets an 83-mile-an-hour breaking ball slider, whatever the hell it was, up and in. Not a good pitch from Randy Vasquez. And what does Nathan Lucas do with it? He just deposits it into the seats in right field. And the Jays lead it 2-0. Nathan Lucas' 4th homer of the season. And the Jays are in front. I've talked about it earlier. I'd love some early offense, but your starting pitching, Gausman, was so good today. And you got the 2 runs from Lucas. And then in the bottom of the 7th inning, the wheels absolutely fall off for the San Diego Padres, both defensively and just pitching-wise. It was just bad all around. All right, they bring in the lefty to face Addison Barger. He gets a single to right field to start off the inning. Great stuff. Then Ernie Clement hits a bouncing ball to third. Now, it was hard enough hit that Manny Machado could have made a choice. He could have chose to wait on the ball or play on the short hop and go to 2 to get the lead runner, maybe a double play. And instead, on a fairly hard hit ball, tries to come in on it, and it goes right by him into left field. That's an error. I call it a force out? No, fielding error by Manny Machado. Right. So you guys in the first and second with nobody out still. Nathan Lucas at the dish. And a ballsy decision with 2 strikes to drop a bunt down. Drops a great sack bunt down. Problem is, Manny Machado doesn't know how to field that ball anymore. I don't know what happened there. Doesn't get his glove down. He can't make the play. Bases loaded now, and nobody out. Like, this is just happening. Defense just falling apart here. And you're thinking bases loaded, nobody. You want to find a way to capitalize here. You only have 2-0. You got to find a way. And Bo Bichette, it's a ground ball to second. Looks like they're going to get the force out at the plate. Problem is, Jake Cronenworth can't make the play. He ends up getting the force out at second base, so it's not an error technically. But in the end, they get 1 out there. The Jays score their 3rd run of the ball game, and they just keep going. Right, Vladdy, a great swing on this. As much as it's not going to be talked about very much, the way he brought his hands in, got barrel the ball, and hit a base hit to center field, scoring Ernie Clement to make it 4-0 Blue Jays. Just a big job there. Then Alec Jacob comes in, and boy, the wheels completely fall off. Right, Varsho strikes out, then slams his bat in the dugout. We'll get back to that. And then George Springer hits an infield single. right? Because they can't make the play. It was down the third baseline. Did they call it an infield? No, it's a throwing error on Machado. I thought they might have given him an infield single regardless. Oh, they do give him an infield single, but I guess a throwing error. Who cares? Ground ball to third. Machado goes down the line, throws on the run. It's offline to first base. First baseman has to come off the base. In comes Bo Bichette, I believe. Where are we here? Yeah, Bo Bichette comes in to score. Vladdy at the second. Springer save at first. The Jays keep piling on. Then Kirky walks. And then Jonathan Clase comes in for Anthony Santander. A little bit of hip issue. He left the game. Did not return. And then Clase in his first at bat crushes a ball to right center field. It goes off the wall. It's a 2-run double for Clase. And the Blue Jays just continue to add on, right? Barger flies out. And at that point, the Blue Jays are now up. I can find some run. 7-0. 7-0. And great stuff there. You take out Gausman. You bring in Jose Urena. He gives you a clean inning of work. You're like, all right, good stuff. Maybe give us one more clean inning. Save that bullpen in its entirety. Holy crap, the bottom of the 8th happened. Let's go with it. Here we go. Ernie hit by a pitch to start the inning. Nathan Lucas hit the single to right field. Ernie goes to third. Bo singles to center field. In comes Ernie. Nathan Lucas up to second base. Then Vladdy. Jose Iglesias. A little ground ball up the middle. You know what? Tough play for a double play, so maybe get the sure out at first base. Problem is, Jose Iglesias thinks he's hot shit and tries a glove flip to second base. Doesn't make the play. Everybody's safe, and it's bases loaded, nobody out, I believe, right? Yeah, Vladdy's safe at first, Lucas the third, Bo at second. Yeah, bases loaded, nobody out still. And they bring up Dalton Varsho. And after slamming his bat 1 inning prior, 2 innings prior? 1 inning prior. He gets another at bat against the same guy, and it looks like some sort of slider or changeup thing on the outer half, and he drives it to dead center field, and it's gone! A grand slam for Dalton Varsho. And it's 12-0 Blue Jays. It is over, right? Then Springer doubles down the left field line. They bring in the position player, Tyler Wade, to get this game over with. Kirky grounds out. Clase walks. Then Barger doubles to right field, scoring George Springer. Then Ernie singles to left, scoring Clase. And then Lucas and Bichette get out. And it's 14-0. On 14 hits for the Blue Jays. So comedy errors by the San Diego Padres lead to a ton of Jays runs. They capitalize on mistakes, and you lay a beatdown. It's about as perfect as a game as you can get for the Blue Jays. And what I mean by that is you get a lot of offense, you get some home runs, and on the defensive side of the ball, your pitching staff. Kevin Gausman threw 7 incredible innings, and Jose Urena went 2 innings. Everybody's available tomorrow, and if you look at the guys that pitched yesterday, how many did they actually fire? Not very many. So everybody's fresh and ready to go in the finale tomorrow, depending on what happens. But it's so nice to see this Jays team win a game like this. We can all enjoy it. All positive vibes. Good stuff. Let's talk about the player stats. All right, Bo Bichette, 2 for 6, scored 2 runs, had 2 RBIs. Vladdy, 1 for 5, drove in a run, had an RBI. Michael Stefanik didn't have an AB, but he scored a run. That's when Vladdy got pinch ran for in that 8th inning. Dalton Varsho, 1 for 5. Doesn't matter. Grand slam. 4 RBIs on the runs, and the runs scored, obviously. Did have a couple strikeouts. The strikeout numbers have been quite up for Varsho right now. Let me check that real quick for you guys. In 15 games, 16 games now, he's got 23 strikeouts. That's a lot of Ks for Dalton Varsho. But who cares? When you're hitting a grand slam, I could care less. George Springer, 2 for 4 with a couple runs scored. Kirky over 3, but he did draw 2 walks. Santander went 1 for 3. I thought it was going to be another home run for him. Went off the wall, ended up being a single, but nice AB there. Clase came in, had 2 at bats, went 1 for 1, hit a 2-run double, scored a run, and drew a walk. Addison Barger, 2 for 5, scored a run, had an RBI. Ernie Clement, 1 for 4, but scored 3 runs and had an RBI. Great stuff there. Nathan Lucas, have a day. 3 for 4, drove in 2 runs, had 2 RBIs, hit a homer, and had a nice sack bunt that ended up making you safe anyway. So great day in the office for the guys at the bottom of the lineup. Your 7, 8, 9 guys combined for 6 runs scored. It's beautiful to see. 14 hits for the Blue Jays, 7 strikeouts. They walked 3 times, and obviously Kevin Gausman. The offense is great, but 7 innings of 3-hit baseball, no walks, no runs, and 9 punch-outs. He was outstanding. The velo was up to 96, 97 today. Beautiful stuff from Kevin Gausman, and Jose Urena did his job. 2 innings, 2 hits. had a strikeout, no runs allowed, and the Blue Jays win this ball game. Great stuff all around for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And you look tomorrow to maybe get the brooms out. I don't know. I haven't done it. I did it once this year. I think it was the Nationals, like second series of the year. 1:07 first pitch tomorrow. It's Bowden Francis on the mound for the Blue Jays. So he really needs to start figuring things out because it has been bad for Bowden Francis so far this season. Stephen Kolek gets the ball for the Padres. You look at his season numbers, look great, but he has had a start against the Pirates, which he was good. 5 1/3, 4 hits, couple walks, 4 strikeouts, fine. Rockies, complete game, 5-hitter, good stuff from him there. But then he finally played a competent team in the Seattle Mariners, went 5 innings, let 8 hits, 5 runs, all of which were earned, led 3 homers. So we'll see what happens tomorrow for the Blue Jays, but you have a chance to do something great and end up, I guess, winning the homestand, beating the Padres and beating well, I didn't beat the Tigers, but you win that homestand facing those 2 teams, which is a definite success for the Blue Jays, and go a game above 500. Be a beautiful sight. 1:07 first pitch tomorrow afternoon between the Jays and the Padres. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game this evening, because who the hell didn't, hit the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys, JayCentre, of course, tomorrow. Late afternoon, early evening, depending on when I can get the video to you guys. Jays Padres, the finale of the series at 1:07. Stephen Kolek gets the ball for the Padres, and Bowden Francis gets the ball for the Blue Jays. Looking to get the brooms out. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the slugfest today. Talk to you guys then.